Hey everybody, this is Rob here at Smirking Interviews. So I tweeted yesterday that there's probably not going to be content coming for a while because I'm on vacation right now, but you wouldn't know it um, because how I'm feeling, uh, and it's just been so up and down again, and I feel like it's getting worse in some ways. Keeping to have to stop and explain like I maybe I don't need to explain it, but I feel like I owe it to my audience. I owe it to the people that care. Why all of a sudden if there's no videos, like what happened to me, especially to people that I've been working with, like D's reviews and Gino Reynolds and stuff, like you might not know it, to like look at how I can behave, where I can be really seem fine, um, and then suddenly just put out a tweet saying I'm so depressed that I just can't think straight. And I think mostly it's because when I'm working, like all day, when I go to my job and I work 8.5 hours, and then I come home and then I work on my content, I don't have a lot of downtime to sit with myself. And when that happens, more often than not, it goes dark. And it can happen like that, where I can be fine, and then just something can set it off, or just a thought or whatever. It just hits me that I'm worthless, that nothing I do is good, that I'm just so alone. And while I do realize that there are people out there being killed, there are people being held against their will, there are people that are being put in kids being put into cages and all this shit that Trump does, that to hurt people, and everybody that else that is going through like real trauma, like actual physical, their lives are in danger. They don't know where they're going to sleep tonight. They don't have food in their stomachs. There are so many other bigger problems out there universally. But we all live, but I am just me. I am not, I can't just be everywhere solving everyone's problems. Like I feel like when I think about what other people are going through, I feel even worse because why if I like why should I feel sad? Why should I allow myself to feel terrible when there are worse things going on? But it's like we're all going through this alone in the end. I mean, we can have all the support we need, but in the end, we still got to live with ourselves. And sometimes I'm prone to, and I hate it. I'm impulsive. I'm impulsive, so I'll be like, oh man, I'm not doing anything for a while. I'm blah blah. Like it's very as great as being impulsive can be sometimes, or spontaneous, or improvisational, all that stuff. It's a double-edged sword. And while I have so much to be positive for, there are so many positive things. That's the thing that's like it's hard to get my head around. Is that I should feel great. And maybe some people will see it as like you're just a whiny little bitch. But I've been living with depression and anxiety for the majority of my life because of mostly because of my upbringing and how I was raised, or lack of therefore. Um, I did not have any positive male role models in my life, and the ones that were supposed to be positive, were all. My real father was an abusive alcoholic. My stepfather was a mentally and verbally abusive person with a major Napoleon complex. Still has it. I mean, and that's one of the problems is I'm living with somebody that uh, is an abuser from my past. And while we may have worked on part of our relationship, These scars are all still there. The triggers are all still there. Being a part of a very religious, culty background that's stuck with me my whole life. I've got, not ever having a wife or a family or a support system or a friend system. I've been kind of on my own since I was, I don't even know. I mean, you could say that when my mother left when I was 12, I don't know. I've been floundering my whole life and having to figure everything out on my own. And maybe that's why, well, I like the things that I like, but I like these things that are fanciful and fictional, and I find solace and comfort in looking at these things that, aren't real. I find comfort in those things because those have been the things that have been there for me. And I'm way sensitive. I'm so sensitive. And so, and with anxiety and sensitivity, I mean, being a YouTube content creator, it's a fucking slippery slope, and you have to have a thick skin, and it's hard to do what I've been trying to do, to try to help myself. Part of the reason why I became a YouTube content creator was to help myself, because when I was from the age of a young age till just recently, you would never get me in front of a camera or even allow a picture. I would not even allow a picture to be taken of me because I felt so ugly. And I mean, driver's license photos, man. Like, I don't even look at my driver's license. I remember my junior year high school picture. The last picture that was ever officially like sat down and took, professionally, like sit there, smile for the camera, not at a party. I mean, a party picture of me in a party was this. That's about all you got from me. Was running the other way. My junior year picture was this. Like, very serious. I didn't even show up for my senior photo. So I'm like one of those missing in action people. And I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't owe anybody an explanation because I've been recording. I uploaded my Ready or Not review, and that was just another thing that just upset me yesterday. Was it got blocked. One of the things I put in there was it took a long time to upload the video. One of the things was blocked because certain companies get twitchy about using their stuff, and it's funny how you wouldn't think certain things would get you blocked. And I don't mean music. Like, I thought it was going to be something music, because music really can get you blocked on YouTube even when you're not monetized. But this kind of came out of nowhere, and so it was like the cherry on top of the cake, where I was just like, I'm fucking done. I can't take it anymore. And it just pushed me over the edge to where I didn't want to do anything. But I didn't stop recording. I kept making content. I just wasn't uploading it. I've got about I'm like 5 or 6 reviews deep in things that I could put out. I just don't know if they're any good. I did an episode of The Boys. I did The Leftovers, an episode of The Leftovers. I did. I got the last 2 episodes of Perpetual Grace Limited recorded, and I've got another X-Men the Animated Series thing, and then I had Ready or Not. And I'm going to Wizard World tomorrow, which is really going to be a test for my anxiety, because I mean, I'm taking my nephew to meet Zachary Levi, who plays Shazam. He's never been to Chicago or on a train or been anywhere really, and I'm doing something for him and for me. So we're going to do that. I mean, I'm getting to meet Kevin Conroy, and I'm getting my Batman the Animated Series Blu-ray fucking signed and getting a picture taken with him. So I mean, I'm trying things to get myself to where the more I push myself, I'm hoping that I can get less and less into these funks, into these waves of depression that make me feel this way. And I mean, I'm really pushing it to the limits tomorrow, because let me show you something here. My my full Captain America Avengers Endgame costume. This is just a piece of it. Okay, I got the shield and I got Thor's hammer and I got the whole costume to put on tomorrow. I'm going with the Infinity Ward look because I didn't want to shave my beard. So I mean, I'm going to be around like what, about 100,000 people in Chicago tomorrow. So I think that was also ramping up my anxiety and my depression. Was like, oh my god, like when I got the costume in the mail and I started to try it on, it didn't like feel right, and I dropped like $300 on this thing and just all these stressors, and then all these other things, they just build up and they build up, and you feel like nobody likes you, nobody cares. You know, I had somebody on Twitter. I got into it with about I don't know it, but I just this see this doesn't look like the face of depression. I feel like I sound like I'm fine. Some people's version of, I mean, I can't, I have looked in the past day or so like, you know, where you just want to scream into the pillow, where I just want to go to bed, you know, and I turn on the thunderstorm music from Amazon and just listen to thunderstorm as I try to sleep, like my whole vacation away. But I'm really trying. Like I said, I want to get my content back out there. I want to feel good. And everybody, you know, the people that really care, some of you that are really, you know, that are always out there saying, you know, there's about 10 of you that really are always have been, you know, some more recently than others, have been, you know, kind of supporting me, and I'm really appreciative of that. Uh, it's hard not to know that those people are out there and they're not the only accessibility I really have is Twitter or YouTube, because I don't talk about this stuff with my family because they don't know what to do because they're people don't know how to talk to people that are depressed. It's just I don't understand this. It seems like so many people feel this way, and we can't have conversations about it because it's like I don't think people understand that we're not looking for somebody to say, I have the answer. I know what it is. We're going to fix it right now. Because it's not that easy. But it's like when you feel like nobody really, like people just don't fucking get it. That's when you feel worse. And unfortunately, like I'm surrounded by people that just don't get it. And so, like, I didn't even respond to anybody until today. I didn't want to because I felt like I was letting everybody down, like, or people were going to be rolling their eyes, going, "Oh, there he goes again. There goes old, you know, depressive Rob." And I don't know what to say, but I have health insurance now. I mean, you have to these days. I just don't, I haven't gotten off my ass to go see a doctor about my anxiety and my depression because I don't know how much it costs because I don't have any money. Everything I have basically goes into this house, goes into the food that we buy and the clothes that I wear, the gas in the car, you know, to pay for the internet. I've been saving up for this trip, especially for a long time, because I can't just go do things. I've been canceling my memberships to things because I can't afford them right now. And so it's just like when I think about going to the doctor, I'm just afraid of how much it costs. That I'm going to walk into the doctor's office and I'm going to be like, I don't have any money. I have insurance, but I don't know if my insurance, like a lot of my insurance doesn't even like cover like the place that I'm insured through. I don't, from my work. I think I have to go to fucking like out to Chicago just to see a doctor that takes my goddamn insurance. And it's like, because most of the stores that are part of my company are out in the suburbs. I'm out in the middle of the fucking boondocks, man. I mean, we're the store that nobody goes to because of how far away we are. And so there's a place in DeKalb that I need to stop putting off going to see, and just seeing if I can get, like, I think there might be like a free consultation or something like that, or maybe somebody that can give me a starting point to where I can go to get this done, because I think that I can't do this anymore on my own. I mean, I'll still be doing it on my own, but I need to talk to somebody that's a professional about this, because I do have the potential to be a very happy person. It's just, it comes and goes so hardcore that I feel like I don't know how I haven't gone back to drinking. Like, that's the one positive thing like that I can say about this, is that I have not dove headfirst into a bottle of Jack Daniels, and I won't. So at least I have that. You know, that I'm not going to try to cure my pain with booze. But I got to figure something out. And I wanted to put this out there because, I mean, if you're depressed, it helps to talk, even if I'm just talking to, even if I'm just talking to this screen, and maybe reaching somebody out there that can, like, because I feel like I almost feel ashamed to be making this video. Because it feels like, oh, will somebody please comment and tell me how much of a good guy I am? But I was talking to somebody on Twitter. I replied to somebody on Twitter that showed some concern for me, and I said that today I got in my car and I threw in my Pearl Jam Live in Milan CD that I have a whole bunch of Pearl Jam Live CDs. I love Pearl Jam. Pearl Jam's the best. And Eddie Vedder's a great songwriter. And I just belted out all the songs. I had the windows open. I was driving down these blank country roads, that go on Big Sky Country. And I was just singing. And I started to feel better. I mean, once I got to where I was going, I kind of felt a little less better. But I felt a little better. And usually making videos makes me feel better. And I'm hoping that, as I'm talking about this, maybe I'll feel more, ease up on myself, because that's the problem, is I'm being way fucking too hard on myself. And I don't know if I'll ever stop being there, because I'm the only person that I've ever been able to count that's ever, is that how you say it? I'm the only person that I can count on. That's what it feels like. And when you're an unreliable narrator, I'm like Rami Malek and Mr. Robot minus the split personality. Where I'll say something and it's like, do you even really believe what you're saying? So anyway, I'm not going to probably upload anything today but this, and I am going to live stream some Spider-Man PS4, because sometimes playing games is a little therapeutic, and I don't know. I need to do something with my hands and my mind, because I'll be leaving for Wizard World Chicago in about 27 hours or so ish, something like that, around 6 in the morning tomorrow. Full costume, going to the train station to go to Chicago in my Captain America costume with my nephew, dragged along for good measure. And so hopefully, like, if this isn't, I didn't put any intros or, anything like that in here. This isn't a like and subscribe kind of situation. I mean, if you watch this and you're depressed and you found this video and it helped you, I don't know, just to hear somebody else talk about it. I know that somebody that I respect on YouTube, Robert Jefferson, released his video. He had a video recently that should have, I don't know if it triggered me or what. I don't think it did. I mean, it kind of inspired me, but it's just like, it's nice to know that even people that have like millions of subscribers and stuff like that, can feel just as lost and alone as you do. That depression isn't just, for the people that don't feel like, literally feel like they don't matter on YouTube or whatever. But again, thanks to everybody who reached out. I might not have responded to everyone. And to those of you that I did respond to, I hope you don't get too freaked out by like any of my responses, because I'm not like on the on a ledge anywhere. Like, I'm not suicidal or anything like that. I would never kill myself, because I think, if anything, I want to live forever. One of my favorite storylines in the show C-Lab 2021 was when they were talking about putting your brain in a robot body, and I was like, where do I sign up for that? So I'd be like the most depressed immortal ever. But anyway, again, thanks so much to anybody out there that's that understands what I'm going through, and that I'm trying so hard every day. Hopefully, things can get better. And yeah, that's about it. So this is Rob Stone at my channel, Smirking Gun Review, saying, yeah, I want to be there. Hopefully sooner rather than later. So have a great day, everybody. Thanks again.